Hi everyone, it's Pat here from the website sophiabus.com. Thanks a million for checking in. Still in Buenos Aires if you've been following my videos. Today I just want to do a quick video about the center of the city. Now the great thing about Buenos Aires is that it's more than the center. It's unlike most South American cities where the center is lovely and the rest is not great. Buenos Aires is beautiful in a lot of places. But I'm going to check out the city centre just to give you a quick look, just in case you might want to travel here someday. So I'm going to start in Plaza de Mayo, where I am at the moment. Why is it called Plaza de Mayo? It's called that because there was a revolution here against the Spanish in 1850, and that's when the War of Independence really started for Argentina. Some interesting places here. Casa Rosada is the President's Palace. I don't think he lives there, it's a he at the moment. He definitely doesn't work there, but I think it's for like state occasions and stuff like that. An interesting fact is this is where the mothers of the disappeared started protesting for information about their children who went missing during the military dictatorship in the 70s and early 80s. And interesting, even more interesting is that some of them still come here every Thursday to march around the square, and that's usually Thursday at 3:30. Okay, so let's take a look at the city centre. Okay, so I'm on my way to another part of the city centre. Now I've seen this building quite a lot and I didn't know what it was, and I just passed it there. So it's actually the Ministry of Defence. What a building for the Ministry of Defence, oh my God. Well, the military have definitely played their part in Argentina's history. Whether it's good or bad, that's another thing to discuss. What a building. Okay, so right next to the Ministry of Defence building is a place where I wanted to see. It's the statue of Juan Domingo Perón, one of the most important or controversial figures in Argentina's history. And look at him there. I don't know if he's putting up his hands to greet people or is he surrendering, because he did have a very touchy relationship with the military here. Now Juan Perón actually was a general before he became president. Now he went on to become president in 1945 and he won 2 terms there. The first was with his very popular, well-known wife, Evita. They made a broad appeal to working class people and the poor. And they were very popular, especially in the first term. And the second term, the economic situation got a bit worse. And he was eventually overthrown by the military. Now she died at 33 before he was overthrown. Now Perón wanted Evita to be vice president, but the military overruled it before they overthrew him. Now he went on to be exiled in Spain and he returned for the 3rd time as president. I think it was 1973. Now he only lasted 1 year before he died. Now this time around he had made his new wife Isabel, vice president. So when he died, she became president. So he did get his wish like that. But eventually it was the same situation because the military got rid of her really quickly. Now Perón is very famous in Argentinian politics. Like he did create like the political movement of Peronism, which still survives today. Now he was no angel as well. I suppose he had good sides, but he was well-known supporter of fascism. Mussolini was one of his favorites. So that's Juan Perón. Definitely, whether you like him or not, extremely important person in Argentina's history. So just around the corner from Plaza de Mayo is the Kirchner Cultural Center. A fantastic building, one of the best ones in the city. And as usual with Argentina, it has a bit of history. And as usual with Argentina, it includes politics. So let's take a look at it. Now, as I said, this was used to be a post office, but it's a really grand building. So grand actually that one put on an Evita early on in their presidency, moved from the official residence and moved in here because they thought it was better. And I wouldn't disagree with them. It's a beautiful building. So it kind of was in a state of disrepair for a while, and they were not sure what to do with it. I think it was going to be turned into like an underground car park at one stage. Would have been a travesty. Also, I think a Japanese bank was on the verge of buying it, but there was such an outrage from people that never happened, thankfully. Now, in 2005, the then President, Nestor Kirchner, proposed that it would be made into a cultural centre. Now, the thing about Kirchner is that he was only president for one go, and in true Argentinian politics style, he handed over to his wife soon after he stepped down. Now, she was elected. I'm not saying he just gave it to her, you know. Now, she served 2 terms. I think he died in 2010, and she was just finishing her 2nd term when the cultural centre opened. It's the biggest in South America. I think it's the 3rd or 4th biggest in the world. It's a beautiful building. Now, the thing about Cristina, she's a very controversial person here in Argentina at the moment. So you're not allowed to serve more than 2 terms. So she went out as president, but now she's back in again as we speak. She's the vice president, you know. So I'm sure she made sure that this building was called in honour of her husband, Nestor Kirchner. So that's a little history about it. It's just around the corner from Plaza de Mayo, and another one of so many beautiful buildings there. Okay, so I'm now in the Avenue 9 de Julio, which translates to the Avenue of the 9th of July. Why the 9th of July? Well, it's easy. That's the day Argentina won its independence from Spain. Just some interesting facts. There's 7 lanes on both sides of this avenue, which makes it an extremely important thoroughfare for the city. Another interesting fact, maybe in 1982, after Argentina liberated or invaded the Malvinas or Falklands, depending on your own view, this place the day after would have been packed with people celebrating that event. Now, that didn't end too well for Argentina, and when it ended in failure, the General Galtieri, who was the military president, resigned within a couple of days. Now, the good thing for Argentina, that has been the last time there's been a military government in this country, and this country has a history of military governments. So, you know, it's almost been 40 years. So, you know, it wasn't a total disaster for Argentina. Something good did come out of it. Okay, so that's it. A quick look around the city centre of Buenos Aires. Pat is my name. SophiaOrBoss.com is my website. Please check it out. So, okay, for now, adios.